Hey guys, obviously, I think as many of us know, a new update just dropped in the pit, and I'm just going to do a quick overview of everything. Basically just a quick what's new and sort of a little bit more in depth than what this says. But most of you probably already know most of what I'm going to say because I'm a little bit late, but still. So it says it's designed for more enthusiastic players, and mostly for the highest levels, even if it's completely wrong. This is not even very true. And they just they remove iron. Okay, we'll get there. Removing the helmet from Iron Pack literally just makes no sense. It was actually a balance thing for nons. But thank you for that. They remove Endless Quiver. No one cares. No one cares about Spammer. Insurance. This is a really cool thing that's kind of OP, but not really. Basically, if you're a non and you die within 2 seconds, you just get a whole another life. And there's a 20-second cooldown, so it's pretty cool for nons and mid, but they still die since there's 2 of them. It's pretty fair. I actually think this is a pretty good addition to the game. Co-op cat does not good, doesn't matter. Here's the thing that everyone hates. They basically made it to promotion. You no longer save lives when you're on a mega streak, and you really can't save. Once you're on a mega streak, you can't save lives unless you punch yourself to spawn, basically. So instead it gives you a little bit more gold and XP from assists and more kill streaks. No one's ever gonna use this. It's awful. I don't expect anyone to ever use this assistant to the streaker anymore, unless maybe if you're Uring, I don't know. It's not good. Withercraft, which is how you repair things, what the hell's going on, was removed. But they added a new one that's a little bit better, so I'll get into that in a second. But they replaced it with Rush. It just gives you speed. It's pretty good. This is fair. This is not a bad change at all, Rush. But the promotion parts, I don't agree with at all. They messed that up. And they add Grand Finale. On 50 kills, you get a Renown. And it repairs. So it costs 4 chunks of Vial. And it fixes 4 lives in the Mystic Well. So it's cheaper than usual, but it's double. If it's a gemmed item, it's 2 times chunks, so that's the normal price, and it's less kills. So it's better repairing than it was before, but I think most people would rather just not lost lives on a mega streak than have to repair a ton, because those 4 chunks of vial is gonna run you probably soon. That's probably gonna be 4 fresh, honestly. They basically made it so when you're on a mega streak, you can't get rid of your lives. You have to lose lives on a mega streak, basically. And this is good. They made it so you can't do a shit ton of Ubers without having to pay Renown. So that's just fixed botting, basically. Punch streak immunity, good. That was a bad glitch in the game, I guess. Bad bug. First aid egg, they made it weird. It's not necessarily a bad change. It's been nerfed, I'd say, but it's not a big nerf. It's pretty fair. It's better in mid, a lot better in mid, but it's not bad. This is the funniest thing they did. They made a pickaxe where you literally can just one-tap AWdi. Nons can buy it for 500 gold. One-taps AWdi, basically. You two-tap it, technically, but it takes a second to break AWdi. And if it's a high stack of AWdi, it breaks all of it, like a vertical stack. So no more rings or things are ever going to exist. No, just Hermit rings, I guess people are going to make out of bedrock, but then you can just use TNT. Iron Pack no longer has an iron helmet. Literally the dumbest change probably in the whole thread. Dumber than promotion. If you have an iron helmet or an OG pickaxe, don't throw it on the floor, collect it. Could be worth something. Prestige 1, you can get rid of the stupid iron swords and bows, which is good. They nerfed Divine Miracle, fine. Gamble, this is a pretty good change. They made it so if you have Aura of Protection or Hermit, you can't just avoid the damage. I'd say it's a good change. RGM, they basically made it so it's not good at all. It's been nerfed too hard, I think, as what people are saying. It's a little bit early, but I'm pretty sure it's just really bad now. Reg, they made it so Reg plus Gamble is not as good, and they also made it so combo enchants don't proc twice. This is a good change. And Reg, this is a fair nerf for Reg. It still works, and it's still a relatively balanced enchant. This definitely is good. The RGM might have been a little bit too harsh. They probably should have just nerfed the damage. Respawn resistance isn't glitched anymore. Telebow, fixed. Diamond allergy fixed. Chipping fixed. What doesn't kill you fixed. Billionaire, just better description. This is a odd change. Peroxide's now really OP if you have Peroxide 3. Just heals a hard on hit. This can be really, really good, but it also isn't that unfair. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets patched or nerfed, kind of reverted a little bit back in the next few days, but it doesn't need to be, really. This isn't that OP. New Rage Pants enchant. No one cares about this. Isn't any good. They made it so we could have 50 prestiges now. Like, no one asked for that ever, and that's just stupid. 50 prestiges is just straight up stupid. They had a death streak, so if you die 3 times in a row without getting a kill, you get a gapple. Like, okay, thank you, maybe. You can't stash anymore. If you have items in your stash, they will lose lives if you die. So even if you're not stash streaking, you just have the items in there, just don't keep items in the stash. That's not your alt. They made it so when you get armor boots, archangel chest plates, and golden helmets, they're gonna have more lives. We don't know what the lives are yet because it's not King's map or Genesis map yet, but that's a good change, especially when they're removing iron helmet like idiots. Slash offer, they fixed the scam. They fixed a blockhead glitch. This is a good change to cool down so you don't double eat things. This doesn't matter. And then the ban system, kind of ban system, I think most of us are familiar with by now. But basically, if you're banned from Pit for longer. A few bug fixes, combat logging, gold nanos for raffle, Armageddon boots being glitchy, murdering down people in the spawn, and inventory wiping with double death. So this is all good. Honestly, this update gets a little bit more hated on than I think it should be. Overall, insurance is like decent. The promotion thing's pretty stupid, but it's just gonna depend on how much Vial ends up costing. I think this is overall bad change, the promotion thing, but it's definitely something we can adjust to and deal with. Especially when if you don't want to lose lives, you can just have someone punch you in mid. Or just like, people are talking about using escape pod, a little bit riskier, but yeah, for sure. The 8 egg change is not that big of a deal. The Uber thing's really good. Overall, I'd say this is actually a decent-ish update. It definitely can use a few tweaks, and it definitely wasn't really much of an update. I mean, they know that. They're mostly saying it's just small changes, which it's true. I mean, obviously, they're right. It's small changes with big impact on the game. They didn't actually add any really new content besides, like, no one cares about this new enchant. So it's a little bit annoying, like, the fact that this is the first update we've had in 10 months, and most of the new content's, like, not even a new game-changing. All the game-changing things that were, like, even noticeable were, like, just changes of what already existed. So I don't even know if I'd call this much of an update, but it's not as bad as I think people are saying. It's okay. I think if they were to make promotion back to what it was before and give the iron helmets back, because that's stupid that they don't do that, then this would actually be a pretty decent update. But that's just what I think. You can read the thread in the description if you're confused about anything. But yeah, that's basically it.